It feels like every time I refresh my feed, there's like a dozen new AI breakthroughs, to catch up on.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's why you're here, right? Today, we're going deep on three big things.
Okay.
How the core approach to building AI might be changing.
Okay.
A wild new project that's basically an AI generating a whole world in real time.
Right.
And the US-China battle over who gets the best chips.
Yeah, we got a lot to cover, so
Yeah.
let's dive in.
Okay, so first up, are the days of just making AIs bigger and bigger coming to an end? I was reading about how GPT-4's successor, Orion, didn't blow everyone away like expected, even
Yeah.
with all the extra resources they poured into it.
Yeah.
What happened?
You're touching on a really critical shift in AI development.
Okay.
For a while, the dominant strategy was based on these scaling laws.
Right.
The idea that bigger models fed with more data automatically led to smarter AI.
Mm.
But we're seeing the limits of that approach. Scraping the web for data is hitting its limits. Synthetic data isn't living up to the hype, and training costs are exploding.
Right.
Some estimates put future training runs at a staggering $100 billion.
$100 billion.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is.
But if bigger isn't always better, what's the alternative?
Well, the focus is shifting towards efficiency and specialization.
Okay.
Think smaller, more focused AI models designed for specific tasks. These can run on less powerful hardware, even on edge devices like your phone.
Right.
Imagine having powerful AI capabilities right at your fingertips without relying on massive data centers.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, part of me is bummed that we might not see those huge leaps in general AI capabilities as often.
I understand that feeling.
Yeah.
But think about it this way. Instead of one giant AI trying to do everything,
Okay.
we're moving towards a more diverse ecosystem of specialized AIs. This could unlock a whole new wave of innovation with tailored AI solutions for everything from healthcare to personalized education.
So a world with lots of little AI experts instead of one giant AI overlord.
Right.
Okay, I can get behind that.
All right.
But what about the really wild stuff, like AI that can create entire worlds on the fly? This Oasis project sounds straight out of science fiction.
Oasis is definitely pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Yeah.
It's an experiment in real-time world generation
Okay.
where the AI creates the environment as you interact with it.
Wow.
There's no pre-designed map or game engine.
So it's all like,
It's all generated on the fly
wow.
using a technique called diffusion forcing.
Hold on, diffusion forcing? What's that?
It's a variation on diffusion models,
Okay.
which have become incredibly popular for generating images.
Right.
In Oasis, this technique is used to create entire 3D environments in real time. Imagine playing a game where the world literally reacts to your every move,
Wow.
generating new landscapes, objects, and even characters on the fly.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And I read that you can even upload your own image. And Oasis will turn it into a playable level.
You can.
Someone made their cat photo into a Minecraft world.
Yeah, that's true.
That's amazing.
It's very early days for Oasis,
Sure.
but the potential is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It could revolutionize not just gaming,
Right.
but also fields like architecture, design, and virtual reality.
Wow.
Imagine creating immersive, interactive experiences that are tailored to your specific needs and preferences.
Okay, I'm officially adding Explore Oasis to my to-do list.
All right.
But before I get lost in a virtual cat-themed world,
Hey.
let's shift gears to something a little more grounded and maybe a little tense.
All right.
What's the deal with this US-China chip war?
So this is where AI development gets intertwined with geopolitics. TSMC, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company,
Yeah.
is the world leader in manufacturing advanced chips,
Right.
the kind needed for everything from smartphones to the latest AI models.
Right.
But the U.S. government has ordered them to stop making their most advanced chips for Chinese companies.
Wait, why is the US getting involved in what chips a Taiwanese company makes?
It all boils down to national security concerns.
Okay.
The U.S. views China's growing AI capabilities as a potential threat,
Right.
and restricting their access to cutting-edge chips is a way to try and slow down their progress.
Okay.
The deadline for this ban is November 13th, just a few days from now.
Wow, so this isn't just about technology, it's about global power dynamics playing out on the AI battlefield.
Absolutely.
What kind of impact could this have on the tech landscape?
Well, it's a major development.
Yeah.
Think about the companies that rely on these advanced chips. Alibaba, Baidu, even ByteDance, the company behind TikTok.
Right.
This ban could disrupt their ability to develop new AI products and services, potentially impacting billions of users worldwide.
So even if we don't live in China, this chip war could affect the apps we use, the products we buy, basically our entire digital lives.
It very well could.
This is getting serious.
It is. It is.
Okay, chip war is definitely going on my list of things to keep an eye on.
Okay. It's fascinating how something as seemingly mundane as a computer chip can become the center of this global power struggle.
It's a reminder that AI development isn't happening in a vacuum.
Right.
It's deeply intertwined with political, economic, and social forces.
Right.
And as we delve deeper into the world of AI, it's crucial to understand these broader contexts.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And speaking of broader contexts, you mentioned something earlier that really piqued my curiosity.
Okay.
This idea that people are starting to write text specifically for AI to read.
Right.
Is this like AI etiquette? Are we teaching robots to be polite on the internet?
It might sound strange at first,
Yeah.
but it's actually a logical evolution.
Hmm.
As AI systems become more prevalent in our lives,
Okay.
we're starting to adapt the way we communicate
Right.
to cater to their strengths and limitations.
I see.
Think of it like this. Just as we write differently for a scientific journal than we do for a casual blog post,
Right.
we're learning to write differently for AI than we do for humans.
Yeah. So instead of forcing AI to decipher human language, we're meeting it halfway.
Exactly.
Huh.
One example is the LMS.txt proposal,
Okay.
which is basically a way for websites to tell AI how to use their content.
Oh, interesting.
It's similar to the robots.txt file that websites use to guide search engines,
Right.
but tailored specifically for large language models.
So it's like a set of instructions for AI,
It is.
guiding them through the vast landscape of the internet.
Precisely.
That's fascinating.
And we're seeing other examples too,
Okay.
like developers who are writing detailed instructions for their software tools
Right.
so that AI can use them more effectively.
Mm.
It's a fascinating shift in how we think about interacting with AI,
Yeah.
moving from simply giving commands
Right.
to providing context and guidance.
Okay, so we're not just teaching AI, we're learning a new way to communicate with it.
We are.
This is getting deep.
Yes.
But I have to admit, part of me is wondering if this is really necessary.
Okay.
Can't AI just figure things out on its own?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it gets to the heart of how AI actually learns.
Oh, okay.
While large language models are incredible at processing and generating human-like text,
Yeah.
they don't inherently understand the nuances of our language,
Right.
the context, the intent behind our words.
So it's like they're fluent in the language,
Yeah,
but still lack a deep understanding of the culture behind it.
that's a good analogy.
Hmm.
And that's where writing for AI comes in,
Right.
by tailoring our writing to their strengths.
Okay.
We can make it easier for them to extract the information we want them to have,
Right.
to understand our intentions more clearly.
Yeah.
It's about bridging the gap between human communication and machine understanding.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
But if we're already changing the way we write for AI, what other adaptations might we need to make in the future?
That's a great question.
And what does this mean for the evolution of language itself?
Those are excellent questions and ones that we'll delve deeper into after a quick break.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more insights from the world of AI.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about this fascinating shift in how we communicate with AI.
Yeah.
It's like we're developing a new digital dialect tailored for machines.
It's kind of mind-blowing to think about how AI is changing not just the world around us, but the very way we communicate.
Yeah.
But is there a risk we're limiting AI's potential if we're constantly trying to simplify things for it?
That's a good question.
Shouldn't we be pushing AI to understand us better rather than the other way around?
That's a great question. And it gets at the heart of the debate surrounding the future of AI development.
Okay.
Some argue that we should focus on creating AI that can seamlessly understand and interpret human language in all its complexity.
Right.
Others believe that, at least for now, a more pragmatic approach is needed.
Okay.
By streamlining our communication, we can make AI more efficient and effective at solving specific problems.
So it's a balance between pushing the boundaries of AI's understanding and finding practical ways to make it work in the real world.
Exactly.
Okay.
And this ties back to our earlier discussion about scaling loss.
Right.
As we get better at communicating with AI, it's possible that the need for ever larger models will diminish.
Hmm.
Instead of focusing on brute force computing power,
Hmm.
we might see a shift towards more nuanced approaches,
Right.
where the quality of our communication becomes just as important as the size of the AI model itself.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But all this talk about AI understanding our intentions raises some ethical red flags for me.
Yeah.
What happens when AI starts to interpret things in ways we didn't anticipate,
Right.
or worse, when it's used for harmful purposes?
You're hitting on a crucial aspect of AI development,
Mm.
the ethical considerations.
Okay.
As AI systems become more powerful and
That'd be
autonomous,
great.
it's vital to ensure they're aligned with human values and used responsibly.
Okay.
One of the articles highlights growing concerns about the potential for AI to be used in warfare, for example. Imagine autonomous weapon systems making life or death decisions without human oversight.
Yeah,
That's a scenario we need to carefully consider.
that's a chilling thought. It seems like every time we take a step forward with AI, we uncover a whole new set of ethical challenges.
It's a constant balancing act,
Yeah.
but it's a conversation we need to have.
Right.
It's not just about preventing AI from being used for malicious purposes.
Right.
It's also about making sure it's not accidentally causing harm.
Okay.
For example, imagine an AI system designed to optimize traffic flow in a city.
Right.
On the surface, it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
But what if, in its pursuit of efficiency,
Yeah.
the AI inadvertently creates traffic bottlenecks that disproportionately affect certain neighborhoods or demographics?
I see your point. Even with the best intentions,
Right.
there's a risk of unintended consequences if we don't carefully consider the potential impact of AI systems.
Exactly. We need to be mindful of biases,
Okay.
both in the data we use to train AI and in the algorithms themselves.
Mm.
It's not just a technical challenge, it's a societal one.
Mm.
We need ethicists, philosophers, and social scientists working alongside AI developers to ensure we're building technology that benefits humanity as a whole.
It feels like the stakes are incredibly high.
They are.
The choices we make about AI today will have a ripple effect for generations to come.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that brings us to one of the most fascinating and perhaps unsettling concepts in AI today.
Okay.
The idea of AI consciousness.
Hold on, are we talking about robots becoming self-aware, like Skynet level stuff?
Yeah.
Because I've seen those movies and I'm not sure I'm ready for that reality.
Not quite Skynet, but there's a growing debate within the AI community about the possibility of AI systems developing some form of consciousness,
Okay.
or at least something that resembles consciousness.
Mm.
Now, there's no single definition of consciousness
Yeah.
and no scientific consensus on whether it could be replicated in machines.
So how would we even know if an AI was conscious?
Right.
What would that look like?
Those are some of the big questions researchers are grappling with.
Okay.
Some propose looking for signs of self-awareness,
Right.
the ability to experience emotions, or even the capacity for subjective experience.
Mm.
But the truth is, we're still in the very early stages of understanding what consciousness is,
Yeah.
let alone how to create it in a machine.
This is getting deep, even for a deep dive.
It is.
It's like we're venturing into uncharted territory,
Yeah.
both scientifically and philosophically.
It is uncharted territory,
Yeah.
but it's a journey worth taking.
Okay.
The pursuit of AI consciousness is pushing us to confront fundamental questions about the nature of intelligence,
Right.
the meaning of existence, and what it truly means to be human.
Wow. I think I need a moment to process all of this.
Yeah.
It's incredible to think that AI is not only changing the world around us, but also challenging our very understanding of what it means to be sentient beings.
It's a humbling and exciting time to be alive.
Yeah.
And as we delve deeper into the world of AI, we're likely to encounter even more profound questions and challenges.
Well, before my brain melts from all this mind-bending information, maybe we can bring things back down to earth a bit
Okay.
and talk about some of the practical tools and techniques that are driving these advancements in AI.
That's a great idea. Let's explore some of the innovations that are making AI more efficient, accessible, and perhaps even a little less intimidating.
Okay, I'm back from that existential crisis and ready for some more grounded AI insights.
Right.
You mentioned some cool tools and techniques that are making AI more efficient.
Right. Because even with all the philosophical questions swirling around,
Yeah.
there's a ton of exciting work happening on the practical side of AI.
Right.
One area that caught my eye was research into making AI training more efficient.
Okay.
Remember those astronomical costs we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, researchers are exploring new methods to streamline that process.
Yeah, $100 billion to train the next generation of AI. My budget doesn't quite stretch that far. What are they doing to bring those costs down?
One promising approach involves something called low-rank approximation.
Okay.
It's a bit technical, but the basic idea is to represent the complex connections within an AI model
Okay.
using smaller, simpler matrices. Think of it like compressing a massive image file without losing too much detail.
So instead of crunching numbers on a supercomputer for months,
Right.
you can get similar results faster and cheaper.
Exactly.
That sounds like a win for everyone except maybe the supercomputer manufacturer.
Exactly. And the remarkable thing is that these simplified models often perform almost as well as their larger counterparts.
Hmm.
One study showed a 20% reduction in training time for a large language model using this technique,
Wow,
with only a slight dip in performance.
that's impressive. Does this mean we'll all be training our own personal AIs at home soon?
Maybe not quite yet,
Okay.
but these advancements are democratizing AI development. Smaller research teams, startups, and even individuals could have the tools to create powerful AI systems
Wow.
without needing access to massive data centers.
That's a game changer.
Yeah.
It opens up so many possibilities for innovation. It feels like we're moving from the era of AI giants to a more diverse and accessible landscape.
I agree. It's an exciting time to be involved in this field.
Yeah.
We're seeing a shift away from the bigger's better mentality toward smarter, more efficient approaches.
Right.
And that brings us back to that thought-provoking question from earlier. What other breakthroughs might be just around the corner?
That's what I love about this deep dive.
Yeah.
We've gone from the limits of scaling laws to AI generating entire worlds in real time, to the geopolitical drama of the chip war, to the mind-bending possibilities of AI consciousness.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about making AI more accessible and efficient.
It's a lot to cover.
It's like we're peeling back the layers of an onion, and every layer reveals something new and fascinating.
It's been quite a journey. And as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. If we're already seeing such rapid progress in AI,
Right.
what will the next decade bring?
Yeah.
What unexpected applications might emerge from these new approaches? What ethical challenges will we need to confront?
Those are great questions to ponder. It feels like we're at the very beginning of the AI revolution.
It does.
And the possibilities are truly limitless.
They are.
From personalized healthcare to AI-powered education
Right.
to maybe even a deeper understanding of our own consciousness.
Mhm.
AI has the potential to reshape our world in profound ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as we navigate this uncharted territory,
Yeah.
it's crucial to approach AI with both curiosity and a healthy dose of critical thinking.
Couldn't agree more. So, dear listener, we encourage you to stay informed, stay engaged, and keep asking questions.
Yes.
The future of AI is being written right now, and we're all part of the story.
Until next time, keep exploring and keep diving deep.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the ever-evolving world of AI. We hope you enjoyed the journey. See you next time.